Hello, and thanks for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. Today, I'm going to show you how to set a trap for a predator, whether it be a raccoon or a possum or your neighbor's cat. Anyway, we've got a predator problem here that's been attacking what we call our mutt pen with our Rhode Island Reds and Sussex hen chickens. The last couple of mornings, we've had two of them. They had their heads popped off and the breasts were eaten out. And I couldn't find any tracks or anything anywhere, but I'm thinking raccoon or a possum. So I'm going to set my Tomahawk live trap. This is your standard Tomahawk trap. Tomahawk is, in my opinion, the best company out there when it comes to live cage traps. As you can see with the door, unlike a Have-A-Heart, which I'll show you in a moment, has a bar that comes up on the outside, but it doesn't have a barrier between like this one does here on the side. Where a raccoon, that's a big enough boar raccoon, could reach his hand out and grab that pole and pop it, and off he goes. With a Tomahawk, he can't do that. Now, in order to set your Tomahawk trap, you have to push the door in. Well, first thing you got to do is pull the safety latch up in the back. Push your door down, pull up. Let me show you that again. You got your safety latch here. Pull it up. Push down. Pull up. Now, the reason for this bar safety latch right here is that way, even if he was able to reach his hands through here and pull on this, he couldn't pull it past there. It's a safety latch the Tomahawk put in there. Up. In, up. Now, while you got it here in the up position, you look here on the side, you have a bar that runs down to your trip pan down here. Comes up to a spring with a hook. Take your spring with the hook, hook it to the latch. Like so. Your trap is set. Now, all you have to do now is get the critter to walk into your trap and put his weight on the pan, and you have one caught critter. Now, let's take a second and talk about bait. Raccoons, possums, cat, feral cat, your neighbor's cat, whoever. The best all-around bait when you definitely don't know exactly what you're going after. Your best all-around bait is your basic sardines. Get them in water. Try not to get them with the oil. I mean, with the oil will work, but it's not as great as if they're just in water. And all you got to do is pop your top, pull it back, slide it there to the back, set your trap, and you're in like homemade sin. Now, you can do something called bedding your trap, which will make the animal a little bit more comfortable when he's trying to come in here. And basically, all you do is you try to get the area where you think he might be coming from. I've got woods over here, woods here, and then I got woods behind me up over there. So more than likely he's coming from me, more likely in this area. Because if he was coming from over there, he'd be hitting my Buff Orpington pen or going after my broilers in my chicken tractor right now, and he's not touching those. So, what we'll do is we'll move some stuff out. I like to take my trap and shake it back and forth like that. And if you come in here with the camera, you can see that by doing that, I have brought some of the natural surroundings that was on the ground. I brought them up into the cage, so it also helps camouflage the bottom part of my cage. And then I just do my normal up, in, up. Set my pin. My pan is set. Pull out my sardines. Pop the top. Now, to try to get his attention, what I like to do is I'll just pop it a little bit at first. And then I'll take the juice and I'll trail it out a little bit to get him to smell it. and come on with it. Plus then it keeps the juice off my hands, so I'm trying to slide it back there. And then I'll open it up. Launch it back there as far as I can. I'll take a stick. And you want to get your sardines all the way in the back. You want to do your best to try to keep them centered in the cage, if at all possible. Okay, there. Now, and the reason why you want them centered in the cage, an old wise coon, even though Tomahawk does this, but Have a Heart doesn't, Tomahawk wraps their trap. They add an extra thing of wire, but they offset it from the original holes to make the openings just a little bit smaller. Now I have come back to my traps in the morning, had a coon on the outside of the trap with his paw on the inside of the trap holding on a sardine, won't let go. Now, another trick of the trade is to find yourself a stick. It could be any size stick. Now, you take the said stick and you come through the holes of your trap right in front of the pan. See that? Right there in front of the pan. And you angle it up just a little bit. Now, the reason why you do that, it makes that animal touch this pan. Because the animals will pay attention when they're walking in through the woods or in through your pasture, and they won't step on a stick because they don't want it to snap and possibly alert your guard dog or any other critter that you may have running around that's dominant to them. So they will step over that stick and step onto the pan. And that's what you do. I hope this helps y'all if y'all have a predator problem on your homestead. And thanks for stopping by, and thanks for giving us a view. See you again soon here on the Big Bear Homestead. Thanks again.